So good morning, everybody. So I just wanted to discuss some from Chapter 4, the net present value concept. And basically, if you look at your slides here, I believe I'm on slide, well, it's hard to see it, but okay. In any case, slide 60, I guess. But they talk about the net present value of future cash flows, allowing us to make an investment decision and whether or not it's worth doing. And basically, you have to compare the present values of the benefits to the cash flows that you originally paid, the initial investment. So I just wanted to show you, before I go deep into the slides here, that of course the good news is that we have a net present value function inside Microsoft Excel, and that's right here, and that's what we're going to use. It makes no sense to have to deal with all these equations when you got this nice shortcut here. So I kind of circled the NPV function, as you can see, and again you just click on that f of x and do a search for NPV, and that'll come up, and all we do is enter a couple numbers in a couple boxes here, and life is good. And so that's all it takes, forgetting about all this these long equations. So they do show you in the slides, though, as an example. Here is a textbook example of NPV, and you can see over here they go through all this rigmarole with mathematics and doing it all. Okay, and they come up that you always want the present value of your cash flows to be greater than your initial investment. You can see your initial investment here is negative 1,000. So and here's your cash flows. So basically, as you can see over here, right? So you can basically go through this whole thing, and you should wind up that your net present value here is larger, so the investment is worth doing at a 10% cost of capital. So, however, and then they show you how to do it with a financial calculator. And here's just another example at a 7% cost of capital. And again, they go through all this mathematics here. And they come up that the net present value, which is the benefits minus how much you initially invested, is positive. So therefore, the investment is worth doing. So the rule is that if the investment is positive, it's making money for you and the shareholders. And again, they go through the calculator. So in your book, I believe there's a section, and they talk about Excel's net present value function in your book. And Microsoft Excel has decided to do NPV a little different than the textbooks. They do not include the initial investment. So if you read through here, they've made a minor change to how they look at NPV. And if you look at how they do this extra little piece here, you'll notice that B3 is what you have to add as your initial investment, and then over here is the net present value function going along. So as an example of this, I will close this stuff and bring up just bring up a here's a typical NPV function, and I'll just click on this, and you can see here that there's no space to put an initial investment. Here's the interest rate, and this is from your book, I believe. Here are the cash flows. Here are the cash flows occurring, but the question is, where is the initial investment? And they don't show that. So if I just leave that there and I go over to this cell over here, and let's just assume I don't remember what the initial investment was, but let's say I put an initial investment here of $10,000, And you could put anything you want there. And I'll format that into a currency. Right, and then so basically then I would do the my own function here. I got to subtract it. So basically I come over to this cell C1 and I say equals A1 minus B1, which is the initial investment, and my net present value here is positive, as you can see, and therefore the project is worth doing. As long as I get a positive net present value, I'm in good shape. So again, here is my cash flows that I use the NPV function for, which is right here at 6%. And here is some initial investment. All right, so I hope that's clear to everybody. And if you have any questions, just let me know. I'll probably put some homeworks up, and you'll hear more from me in the next couple days with some other topics in using other equations that you can just use Excel for that are not necessary to learn. All right, thanks.